This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Washington Commanders. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. There he goes. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the first play of the game. 71 yards on the ground. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Williams is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield.
Touchdown, Saints! Jamal Williams halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Saints need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Groupie able to add the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And McLaurin, the motion man right. They go play action here on first down. This is swung out to Eckler. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. On play action, they'll throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Powerful running. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. This defense for the Commanders is terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. The point after, good by Groupie. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And McLaurin, the motion man right. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Brian Brzee fought in and got him down.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
They'll look to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Here's third and a few inches. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Still going inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Austin Eckler, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Carr. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 7. In motion right, Olave. Here's Carr. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Carr. Again, it's Johnson. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Second down, and it's Kamara again. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. A Carr, he wants to change up the look here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Commanders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Austin Eckler. He's to the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Austin Eckler, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. On play action, now Carr. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Jonathan Allen, the former 1st-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Carr. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Here's Carr to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. 29 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he goes out right around the 39. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On play action, it's Carr. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
From midfield, here's Carr. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now a play fake. Carr. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, Carr. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now, Carr again. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll audible to something else. He'll look to throw. Zach Ertz has it complete. And nothing to speak of there after the catch as they get him right to the ground at the 37. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. They'll set up to throw. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay, and early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things. That's what people are looking for.
Now a 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. That one downfield for Dotson, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Now Carr. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. There's Chris Olave. And a good job to get him to the ground quickly right there at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Carr. He completes it to Olave. And they'll get to him right away at the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Shotgun now for Carr. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Again, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Washington on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now Carr. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Carr, gotta have this one. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Throws out wide, and he's got Austin Eckler. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Mariota here to throw. Rolling to his left. Able to get away. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? But this one wasn't sleeping. Maybe it's just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you've got the lead. You may have ignited them now that they stopped you.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, you don't shift momentum necessarily on that play. You probably just did. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now 2nd and 4. Now Carr. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. Moving inside the 20. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Eckler is in. Touchdown, Commanders.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, And I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Flushed out right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So it's Washington getting the victory here. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Washington, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.